Good morning. I am Ginitha from English Department, RMCTE. Today, I would like to present a seminar on the topic Pre-Cognition and Metacognition, two pivotal psychological concepts that influence how we learn, teach, and understand the process of learning itself. Let's begin. Psychology offers insights into how learning unfolds within the mind. There are two key concept cognitive processes, precognition and metacognition, which serves as the silent scaffolds of learning. We know that learning is a cognitive journey, one that begins before formal instruction and evolves through self-awareness. These concepts are foundational in understanding learner readiness, engagement, and independence. As teachers, we must grasp not just what students know, but how they know and how they come to know. First concept is, what is precognition? Precognition is a term derived from the Latin word pre, which means before, and cognoscere, which means to know. That is, precognition refers to mental representations and intuitive knowledge that exist before active learning begins. That is, when a student enters the classroom with a preconceived notion that a subject like mathematics is difficult, that belief can influence how they engage with the content. As educators, understanding precognition helps us uncover the silent mental barriers or inhibitions students carry with them. Okay? That is, precognition includes prior experience of the learner, the cultural background, unconscious expectations, emotional tones linked to subject. Then educational significance of precognition. Learners don't come with blank minds, they come with stories, beliefs, and expectations. Precognition shapes initial interpretation of new information. It affects attention and interest of the learner. It may cause cognitive bias or misconception. Thus, teachers must diagnose precognition to build meaningful instruction. Then, what are the strategies to engage precognition? The teachers can use anticipation guides, KWL charts like what I know, want to know, and learned concepts. The teacher can also use concept mapping before starting the lessons, and open-ended discussion starters makes the learning process more easy. Use of diagnostic and assessments to identify learner readiness is very important in learning process. Then next concept is metacognition. What is metacognition? Metacognition is a term coined by John Flavel in 1970s. He defined metacognition as thinking about thinking. That is, metacognition equal to cognition about cognition. It is the learner's awareness and control of their own thinking and learning processes. Okay, for example, a learner preparing for an exam might plan their schedule, check their understanding, and adjust their methods based on feedback. This is metacognitive regulation in practice. We know that metacognition involves two basic components, that is metacognitive knowledge, knowing how one learns. Metacognitive regulation means planning, monitoring, evaluating, and learning strategies. Metacognitive knowledge and metacognitive regulation are two components of metacognition. Metacognitive knowledge depicts knowledge about one's own learning styles, strategies, and the tasks involved. That is, declarative means knowing what, procedural means knowing how, conditional means knowing when and why. That is metacognitive knowledge. The next component is metacognitive regulation, which means the ability to plan, monitor, and assess one's learning activities. Planning is setting goals, monitoring means checking comprehension, evaluating means reflecting on effectiveness. As a result, an effective learner not only knows their strengths and weaknesses, but also knows how to manage them effectively. Then benefits of metacognition in education. It promotes self-regulated learning. It encourages critical thinking. It also improves problem-solving skills in learners. It also fosters academic resilience. It is also essential for lifelong learning. These are the benefits of metacognition in education. Next, role of the teacher in developing metacognition. What is the role of teacher in developing metacognition? Teacher makes use of model reflective thinking aloud. Teacher models reflective thinking. Then next one is integrate thinking prompts like how do you know, use peer collaboration and group feedback, encourage goal setting and self-assessment, create a safe space for error and reflection. These are the basic concept where the role of teacher is very important in developing metacognition. Next, classroom practices to promote both pre-cognition and metacognition. The constructivist connection, both processes of pre-cognition and metacognition align with constructivist theory. Learners actively construct knowledge based on what they already know, which is pre-cognition, and how they learn, that is metacognition. Then it also promotes Vygotsky's SZPD, zone of proximal development. It supports scaffolding metacognitive growth. Then Piaget's concept of schemas relates directly to precognitive frameworks. Then next is challenges in classroom application. What are the challenges in classroom application? That are, students may lack awareness of thinking, overconfidence can hinder reflection, requires time and training to integrate these effectively. Teachers need to shift from being knowledge givers to thinking facilitators. These are the challenges in classroom application of precognition and metacognition. Then, concluding the session, precognition sets the mental stage, whereas metacognition directs the mental performance. These twin pillars strengthen the foundation of learner autonomy and academic maturity. A wise educator does not merely teach content but cultivate the inner dialogue that defines lifelong learners. And these are the references I have taken. Thank you.